You ever hear me tell that story on Joe Rogan about Bonehead?
Uh-uh.
Okay, Bonehead was part of the Di Lorenzo crew that I grew up with. There were three brothers
Uh-huh.
who, dog, they were like you, good looking. If I show you a picture of Kurt, you'll go, Jesus Christ. He looked a little like you. Good looking dude. I still got a picture of him on my wall in my office. And it was Kurt, Bonehead, and Chrissy. Chrissy and Kurt were the fucking tutsuruts.
Yeah.
Amy, the older one, had a little problem. He liked going into the city and doing a little babanya, but everybody knew, but you wouldn't know because he was a hard worker. He was a plumber. He owned his own company.
So he was cruising, he just liked to go hard.
But some nights he would be light on money, and the two brothers were drug dealers. Now I was in that house in that time, at all times. Like that's how open the house was. I could walk in there, and go, "Ma, it's me," and she'd go, "Oh, I don't know where the boys are. Are you hungry?" And I go, "Yeah." And I go in the refrigerator, make an egg cream, take a sausage sandwich, and I'd sit in the kitchen like they were my family.
Yeah.
They were very good to me growing up. I loved them dearly. They knew I was a thief,
Yeah.
and I would never even take a dime out of that house because they were like fucking solid with me.
Yeah.
Those latter years from 81 to 85, 86, oh my God.
Solid, huh?
So this is summer of 83, 82. I'm clipping up a storm. I'm robbing with fucking four hands, dog. I'm robbing refrigerators. I'm robbing air conditioners. I'm stealing jewelry. I'm going to Harlem and getting coke on 135th Street at 18. I'm a machine. And most of the shit I dump that's hot is on Chrissy or his family in some way.
Right.
They had a friend of the family that was also Tutsuruts, and I would bring him shit. He would get me jobs, casing joints out for him. Like, go get a job at this warehouse. We'll pay you $300 a week and let them pay you $200. Everybody's in on it. I mean, they were fucking a real family when I was growing up.
Yeah.
They weren't in the mafia. They were just fucking people who made a living doing what they did.
Yeah.
So at this time, I was always over their house. I didn't know where they hid their coke, and I didn't know where their money was.
The family had coke?
The two kids. The parents at that time knew, but they didn't know.
Right.
The kids would pay the rent and the mortgage and buy groceries, and the family was like, you know what? We know you're up to something, but we don't want to know.
Yeah.
So this is after the Bonehead was the real deal. If I could tell you my top 10 friends of all time, that if I had to write them into a TV show,
Bonehead being there.
Bonehead would definitely be in there. Beautiful man, thin.
Died? He's dead?
He died. He looked like Robert De Niro in Godfather 2. Always wore a white T-shirt. Was a plumber. Was from my hometown, but didn't really hang out there. But
Some plumbers are pretty handsome, actually.
this dude was, when we were 18, he'd tell us, "You want to work tomorrow?" He paid me $65 a day
Wow.
to basically go to a building, carry shit, and then he'd go take the van and go buy a 6-pack of beer. I come back with a 6-pack. We drink 2 or 3 beers. We go to McSorley's Ale House in the village, and he'd leave me in there, and he'd go into the village and get 8 Valiums for $10. He'd give me the 8 Valiums, and he'd go, "I'll be right back." And he'd go in the bathroom, shoot some heroin at McSorley's Ale House, and he'd come out tuned up. I'd drive the van back, and he'd pay me for the day.
Wow.
I loved him. He always made me laugh. He had a girlfriend that he would fuck in the living room, and they'd do heroin, and they'd pass out. So I'd sleep over some nights. I'd wake up, and they'd both be passed out, and she'd be sleeping with her pussy open, and I would just take my dick out and whack off right in the living room
Yeah.
from a little monkey. I'm sick fuck. I'm 18, 19.
Well, that's very tribal, really. If you think about it, it's probably very. It almost sounds super Italian.
So I'm living down the corner. Yes, because it had to be 82, because I'm still living, and it's before September of 82. I'm living at the Runnies, and I hear somebody knock on my window. I look at the clock. It's 4 in the morning. I look up, and he goes, "Coco, get the fuck out here. It's Chrissy." I go, "All right, hold on. Let me get dressed." I get dressed. I go, "What's up?" He goes, "Coco, I don't want no drama. Where's the fucking box?" I go, "What box?" He goes, "Where's the fucking box? Coco, please. Coco, I don't want to call my brothers. Get the fucking box." I go, "I don't know what box you're talking about, Chris." He goes, "I had coke in there, and there was $40,000 and a bunch of jewelry. Just give it back to me." I go, "Let me ask you something. How long you know me? If I had a box with coke and $40,000, do you think I'd be sleeping in a fucking basement right now
Yeah.
with $8 in my pocket?" He go, we got to figure this out. Somebody stole this out of my house. We walked back to his house. I sat in the living room with the whole family. I told them exactly where I was. They said, you were here last night. I go, yeah, about 7:30. And they said, so you weren't here at 11 o'clock? I go, no, I was home. I've been here for an hour with you guys. I stayed in that night. They're like, we don't know. Please tell us the truth. And I go, family, how many times do I come here a week to fucking eat and shit like that? They fucking grilled me, man. All of them.
Wow.
Like, Coco, we know you did it. You were the only one that could have done this. You were here. I go again. Do you think if I had 40 fucking G's, I would be in that fucking house sleeping on the floor? At that time, there was nothing I wanted was to get the fuck out of there. We sat there till about 6 in the fucking morning. I went home. I finally talked my way out of it. They believed me. I went home. Chris fucking cried. He called me every name in the book. He said if he didn't get the money back in 3 days, he was going to call people on me and shit. He was sick and tired of it, that I was just a fucking thief and shit. This is after 2 or 3 years that him and I are doing business, and he's making a lot of money off me.
Yeah.
Well, the fucking next day, again, I hear a horn beep, and I go outside. And I go, dog, I'm telling you, if I took 40 grand, he goes, get in, don't even say nothing. I get in the car, we go around the corner, he goes, I gotta apologize to you. We found out what happened. And I go, I told you I wouldn't rob you. So I always had that on him. Well, his brother Bonehead came at 11. The parents said, we heard somebody at 11. And I go, no, I was home. They said, you sure? And I go, I'm telling you. They said, it sounded like you. I go, no. Bonehead went in there and said, Chris, when they went in there, he went in the room, but Chris was sleeping, Kurt was sleeping. He didn't want to turn the light on, so he couldn't open up the tackle box and just take the cash out. So what he did was he took the fucking tackle box and he took it into the Bronx at 4 in the morning. And he didn't want to leave it in the car in case the car got towed. So he took it out and he put it in a garbage can and put garbage on top of it. Went up to the heroin place, shot some heroin. And when he came back down, the garbage man came.
No.
Yes. So he came clean because when he walked in, they told him what happened and that they had accused me, that they were going to beat me up and shit. So Emil told him the truth.
At least he did that.
So
That's
from
nice.
all the abuse he gave me, I always said to him, I'll never forget those things you said to me.
Yeah.
So every Friday, it was on him. Thousands he would spend on me. I want clams, I want spaghetti and shit. I want a bottle of this and get me a gram of blow. I'll give you the money next week. He'd always go, you're always going to give me the money next week. But he loved me. He really did.